So 3 letters belonging to the collection known as the General Epistles are 1, 2 and 3 John, written by the Apostle John, who's also the author of the 4th Gospel, the Gospel according to John. And it's worth talking about these letters separately from the rest of the General Epistles because they're so weird. They're so different, especially 1 John. 1 John is possibly the weirdest book in the New Testament, except for Revelation, which is also written by John. But 1 John is really not a letter by any normal standard. It doesn't have a greeting. It doesn't mention anybody by name. It doesn't have a final greeting or anything like that. It doesn't read like a letter. In fact, it reads more like a tractate or a treatise. And what it probably is like a theological introduction to John's Gospel, because if you read John's Gospel along with 1 John, you see some incredible parallels. The same themes are addressed, focusing on the themes of truth and love and Christ. And the same kind of language, if you read them in the original Greek, they use the same vocabulary and the same simple sentence structures and the same sort of roundabout way of speaking. And so 1 John is really quite a fascinating letter. It can confuse you a little bit, but really if you read it against John's Gospel, it's very illuminating. Then 2 John and 3 John are written much more like letters. They actually are addressed to particular people and are shaped like a Greco-Roman letter. But you still see those Johannine themes coming through. And so the 3 of them together really do present John's theology in a way that's a different format from John's Gospel, but really ought to be read alongside John's Gospel. And the final thing to know about these letters is these are among the last things to be written in the New Testament, as the Apostle John lived to a very old age, around 95 or 96, and he's writing these in the 90s. So he may well be the last living witness to the earthly Jesus. He's certainly the last apostle of Jesus, and his writings are obviously worth studying and knowing well.